The Pure Health Initiative was created by Dr. Olivia Chang and her team. The program is designed to teach important skills to help participants live healthy, active, independent lives.
And we're going to start with our arms out to the side and our thumbs up to loosen up and warm up the shoulder joint. Turn the thumbs around as far as you can, back as far as you can. Two more. Now come to the hands up position. The elbow joint. Turn the thumbs around each way as far as you can. And stretch up to a V. Go down to a W. Down halfway. Pull the elbows in. Open the chest. Last one. Just a little wider stance. You're going to push and reach. Pull the air back. Push and reach. Pull the air back. Stretch across the front of your body, reaching out as far as you can. Down by your knees. Transfer your weight from one leg to the other. Last one. Just pretend we're grabbing a beach ball. Keep the hips low. Turn it around to one side to loosen up your trunk. And the other side. Two more. Take a few deep breaths. Run the other way. Arms over the front. Two more. Bends and squats. So keep your heels on the grass. Push your hips out behind you. Keep your back flat. Look out in front. Push the air down. Big breath in when you come up. Hips back. Don't feel your way. And down by your side with the palms facing back. Reaching out and reaching back. Two more. And we'll get you marching in the spot. And take it out wide like a football lineman. And back in again. Two more. And straight cross. Trying to kick your butt. Ed or Gerry for Gerry.
Deltoid stretch is really important. The deltoid is a bunch of muscles that are right up here on your shoulder, and there's 3 sections. The anterior one is for pushing. The middle one helps us with lateral movements, and the posterior one helps us with pulling. So what we're going to be working on now is the middle one for stretching. So put the band under your opposite leg to your hand. Stand straight. It would be awesome if I was looking in a mirror because I should be checking my posture. My shoulders and my head should be up. And then you raise out your arm about shoulder height for a count of 3 and back. And one of the hardest things to remember is to breathe. And again, up for 3, and down, up for 3, 4 more, nice and straight, stand up nice and tall, and the last one. And then what we do is you would then transfer feet. When you get really awesome, you get a longer bend, and then you can do both arms at the same time. But not with this band. I can't show you because I can't do it. But that's what we aspire to be able to do. Okay. This one's called the lateral band walk, and this is good for our glutes or our butt. What we're going to do is we're going to hinge at the hip. We're going to stick our butt out. We're going to make sure that we're keeping our knees over our toes. And then we're going to be walking to our right. Take a small step. And you should be bending. And I have to make sure my knees are over my toes. And my toes should not be going out. They should be going straight forward. So don't copy me if I'm not doing it right. Now, the closer to your knee makes it easier, and the lower to your ankle makes it a little more difficult, but you should be feeling a pull on your glutes as you're doing it. One way that's easy to start is you move about 3 or 4 inches one way for about 10. Then you can go 10 the opposite way. Make sure you're bent. But I think your head should be up and you shouldn't be looking down at your feet. Then when you stop, shake it out. And now let's move in the opposite direction. And the knees should be over your toes. And you should be feeling a pull in your glutes. Keep doing that and you'll have the best butt in town.
Okay.
Try it again.
Okay, we're going to do the squat today, and the first thing is straighten your back, and then tuck your tummy in, engage your core, and then you're going to stick out your bum as if you're going to sit in a chair, and then bend your knees all the way down, while keeping your feet about shoulder width apart, and your knees directly above your feet. The tendency is to reach your knees in like that, but don't do that. Keep your knees above your feet. So we go down, 1, 2, 3, up, 1, 2, 3. And if you do that 10 times a day, 3 times a day, your core will be great. Thank you.
Curl. And your bicep is a muscle that goes from your shoulder to your elbow. And it's used for pulling things or lifting things. The best thing is put the band under your foot. Keep your core straight. Bend your knees a little bit. And keep your arms close to your body. Pull up quickly. And then hold 2 seconds. And then go down 3 seconds slowly. Up again quickly, hold 2 seconds, and down quickly. Do it once more, up quickly, hold 2 seconds, and then down slowly. And then we can do the other arm. Put your band under your foot. Keep your core straight. Bend your knees a bit and tuck your arms into your body and go up quickly. Hold 2 seconds. Down slow. Go up quickly. Hold 2. Down slower. And the last time, up quickly. Hold 2 seconds and down slow. Okay.
Ted is demonstrating a great posture exercise. It's great for people who sit or stand a lot, and it's really important because what happens is our posture breaks down, and what he's pointing to is that what happens is the weight of our head starts shifting forward, our shoulders around, and we get a lot of tension through our neck and back. And so what we have to do is we have to learn how to do this properly. You'll see right now he has his hands turned out away from his body. Your hands are turned open. You have to bring your shoulder blades down away from your ears. You can't raise or keep your shoulders in neutral because it's important for us to activate the muscles. So again, he's demonstrating, put your palms out. Keep your back straight. And really what we have to do is our goal is to do this 10 times a day, 30 seconds each time, because our muscles are quite weak and we have to learn how to get them back into aligned position. When done correctly, we should feel our muscles around our shoulders.
Okay, so this next exercise is to strengthen the core muscles and basically all of them, I think, because of the way that we're going to do this. And this one is called the plank. So we carefully get down onto the floor into a comfortable position with your elbows and your feet, you're going to be on your toes at the end. And the plank can be held for a long time if you're practice well. But perhaps we will only do it for about maybe a 10-second interval in the plank, and then we'll come back down again, and then we'll go back up. So first off, we're going to come up like this so that we keep our back straight, and we want our head just to be looking in front of us. We don't want to be up like this because it's straining the neck. We don't want to be down like this, so we just want to have a nice, even posture. You might have to move your elbows a little bit to get your weight supported. And then we're going to hold this for 10 seconds. So 1. So we can now relax. Just come down onto your knees and relax, and onto your tummy. And we relax for a little bit. And as you can see, that this is really going to be holding your core, all the core muscles, because that's what we're trying to exercise. So we come back up again. And the other thing that you want to do with any exercise, and we're going to be at the 10 seconds about now. So when you're doing the exercise, you don't want to keep it too long because you don't want to injure anything. All you want to do is do it to your comfort level. Okay? And then let's say you do it for 8 seconds or something. Then you'll be able to increase the time as you go on and repeat and repeat. If you want to increase the plank or refine it a little bit, we can do the one leg plank. So we come up into an ordinary plank, and then we put one toe on top of the heel. And now we hold this. So we're putting our weight on one side. Okay, and then we would hold that, and then we would come down again, and then bring down knees, go back into a plank, put the other foot up on top of your heel and hold it like so.
Yeah, that's right. So, yeah.
Okay, and that's to do the plank. Thank you.
Okay, the next exercise we're going to do is the back extension, and this works your core. It strengthens your back, and I feel it in my abs as well, so hopefully you'll feel it where you're supposed to. So we start by lying down on the mat, straight out. The important thing is to keep your neck relaxed, just your face looking down as opposed to looking out. And you're going to try and lift your legs. You can keep them slightly apart, your legs and your arms at the same time, and hold it for 10 seconds. We'll try that again. If you find this difficult, you can do just your legs or just your arms to start with until you get more strength. Remember to breathe. And you can do 3 sets of these, 3 sets of 10. And that's your back extension.
Right.
Okay, so we're going to attempt to do the bridge now. The first step is to put your feet flat on the ground. Tighten your glutes, tighten your abs, and lie back. This mat's a little bit short for me. I'm just going to adjust myself here. We're attempting to work on our glutes and our abs here. Keep your neck and your shoulders relaxed. Your hands flat on the mat. Pull your abs in. Tighten your glutes and lift your bum. And hold that for 10. And come down. The next stage of this exercise, when you have the strength, is to lift one leg at a time while doing the bridge. And keep your knees touching. So we're going to come up and straighten one leg. Doesn't have to go very high. And down. Let's try another leg. Tighten the glutes and the abs. Relax your shoulders and your neck. And come up. And straighten the other leg. And that is the bridge.
The next exercise is designed to strengthen our rotator cuff muscle, which is here, helping to hold the shoulder joint in place. So the attachments for those muscles come from the scapula and insert into the top of the upper arm bone, the humerus. So for this one, you need to either tie a band to something firm that can't move, or you can do it with a partner, where the partner holds the band firmly while you do the exercise. So you want to have feet apart, shoulder width, comfortable stance, shoulders back and down, elbow tight to the body, a 90-degree angle to the exercise band, and you want a little tension on it, minimal tension to start. And you're going to pull the band in across the abdomen to the count of 3, and release it to the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And we do it 10 times, 3 times a day. And then you simply turn to do it on the other arm, elbow in tight, check this posture again, tighten the abs, and you're going to move to 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3, and so on. to the count of 10. So that first exercise was for internal rotation, and this one does the external. Notice this time I have my arm, my outer arm across the body. I grasp the band, again, minimal tension, and you're going to pull it out to the count of 3. So 90 degree, 2, 3, and back. 1, 2, 3. Keep the shoulders back and down, and abs tight. 3, and back. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Back. 2, 3. And we do 10 of those 3 times a day. And that's the external rotation.
Row exercise, which is good for your posture and your upper back. So you can bend your knees a little bit if you want. Back straight, tummy in, and you're just going to pull both arms at the same time and pretend that you're trying to grab a pencil in between your shoulder blades. And then let it go and relax. And keep your shoulders down, don't forget that.
So we're going to just keep the hips stationary and rotate the core so that we're working the core muscles here and turning them. Okay, go back, Jim. So we're turning on this part in here. Hips stationary. Very good, very good. You can see the alignment of the shoulders is turning. That's very good. Okay.
Going to do an exercise for the calf, and it's calf raises. And the calf has a tendon at the back that goes from the calf down to the heel bone, the Achilles heel. And so we want to make sure that by doing the exercise, it just improves what you do with your calf, which is able to point your toe to the floor or to raise up on your heels. And so if you can find something that you can put your feet on and have your heels over the back, you can do it on a stair or whatever. And then, let's see, raise up on your feet, your toes, hold it, 1, 2, 3, and then slowly go down, back, and you can do that, I guess, 8 times. And so that will strengthen your tendons in your calf muscles.